Good evening, San Diego. I'm Logan Burns.
And I'm Teresa Sardina. Thank you for joining us.
Well, after a month-long political disagreement, the city of Del Mar is now once again talking about affordable housing on the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Yesterday, the Fairgrounds Board voted to resume negotiations and work together on several critical issues, not only for affordable housing, but a seasonal train platform at the fairgrounds.
KUSI's Dan Plante has been following the issue. He joins us now live from Del Mar. Looks like he's right down the street from the Brigantine with the very latest. Dan?
You are absolutely correct, my friend. And I always know that you know where the good restaurants are and you know where the good food is. And certainly up on that corner is one of those spots. In fact, Del Mar is full of good restaurants and food. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about trains and planes and automobiles, things like that. So what's going on here is, you know, they got to get the train tracks off the coast because the coast of Del Mar is crumbling. So SANDAG decided, well, we're going to choose a route. Well, one of the routes would have gone underneath the fairgrounds in a tunnel, which is a route that the Fairgrounds Board completely opposed. But the city of Del Mar, the mayor of Del Mar particularly, said, let's not take that off the table. Let's still consider that. Well, that did not make the fairgrounds very happy, and they said, guess what, we're going to stop talking to you about affordable housing until you come around on this train platform thing. So it gets a little bit complicated, but basically it's a little horse trading going on. The fairground said, you go along with us, and we'll go along with you. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Take a look.
There's the roar from the crowd.
When you think of the Del Mar Fairgrounds, the first thing that comes to mind is horse racing. Then, of course, there's the San Diego County Fair. But in the years to come, it's looking more and more likely that the fairgrounds will also be home to affordable housing.
This is very good for Del Mar and, in my view, for the fairgrounds to start talking again about housing.
For a while there, the talks were canceled after a political disagreement over the relocation of the train tracks. The Fairgrounds Board of Directors opposed any plan that would tunnel underneath the property, and the mayor wanted to keep that open. Now that the tunnel is off the table, both sides are talking again.
What this means is that Del Mar has the door open again to the potential for having housing at the fairgrounds.
For the city of Del Mar, building affordable housing at the fairgrounds would not only provide permanent shelter for low-income workers, but also allow them to keep pace with the state-mandated housing goals.
So we've been talking about up to 61 affordable, lower-income units, all of them. So that's 100% affordable. And it would be a project that would be on fairgrounds property. It would need anywhere from 1 acre to 2 acres.
Among the possibilities, the city would get much-needed housing and promise to support the fairgrounds with their pet project, something they've been working on for years, a seasonal train platform that stops at the edge of the fairgrounds.
The platform will be right at the edge sort of our property right there, so kind of closer to us than the bridge is currently. And so that would allow people to come straight to the San Diego County Fair, straight to horse racing, straight to other events. It would be special events only. It's not going to stop there all the time.
As of today, the platform and the new bridge are almost paid for, about $300 million already earmarked for that project. Still a mystery? What would the housing look like on the fairgrounds, and where would all that money come from?
So 2 years ago, the per unit projected cost was about $700,000 to $750,000. Well, you multiply that by 61, and that's a $45 million project for 61 units of affordable housing. So will this happen? We hope. How will this happen? That remains to be seen.
All right, but what does not remain to be seen is they are talking again. They took a break for about a month, but they are working things out. You know how politics is. If you give me this, I'll give you that. If you do this for me, I'll do that for you. It's the way it works. So the fairgrounds has been wanting this seasonal ramp for a long, long time, talking about it for a long, long time. It has already been approved, and certainly anybody who comes along and says, no, we don't like that idea, they're going to get pushback from the fairgrounds, which is what just happened. So the city of Del Mar has gone with their original tenant for the city, which is we will do no harm to the fairgrounds, and the Fairgrounds Board made it very clear that if the city of Del Mar does intend to do any harm to the fairgrounds, they're going to stop talking about affordable housing immediately once again. So a little bit of leverage there, if you will. You could use other words for that, but I'm going to use leverage. So there it is. There's the train, there's the bridge, there's the trestle, and there is where the platform would actually go when and if this happens. So let's hope they can get it all together and move this train off the coast and somewhere else. That's what's going on, you guys. A lot of aspects to this story for sure. Throw it back to you, and I'm headed to the Brigantine.
I think
Get
Logan
on
will be
there.
there.
Smells really good. Maybe look. Yeah, maybe a little appetizer and a beverage.
Oh, some oysters up there.
They have really good fish
Maybe some
tacos
fish
there, too.
tacos, salad. All right,